Number 2, Ketlen Vieira versus Kayla Harrison at number 3. Already number 3. AJ, I had somebody ask me, they're like, oh, Kayla Harrison, is she ranked? Is she like top fighter? And I was like, no way, man. She just got into UFC. She beat Holly Holm. There's no way. And then I realized, I was like, oh shit, yeah, they gave her number 3 for beating Holly Holm, which makes sense because Holly Holm has been in that spot for forever, but it's just almost like, that was such a favorable match. You know what I mean? Anyways, all right. This is a fight right here, though, man. Kayla Harrison opened up as minus 650. AJ, I have no choice. I have to show you. I have to show you right here what the live odd is right here. Brother, what is this? I got my glasses on and I still got to double check it. Minus 1150 for Kayla Harrison against Ketlen Vieira, where everybody is saying you are vastly, vastly, vastly underestimating the Brazilian, Ketlen Vieira, and I absolutely believe it. Though, cat out the bag, Kayla Harrison is the consensus pick right here, man. Watch tape. And all it takes is a quick tape assessment to see if Harrison does not get Vieira down quickly and get in her bag. Brother, this could be one of the largest upsets that we see in a long time. What do you make of it?
This could be a parlay buster for a lot of people out there, man. I know the numbers look good on Kayla Harrison, but do not sleep on Ketlen Vieira because I'm with you, Derek. Like if this doesn't unfold in Kayla Harrison's, book in the first minute and a half, I think Kayla Vieira can find that timing, find her way to work some moves in there and get to work, right? Like I got a lot more faith than the odds makers are putting out there for Ketlen Vieira.
In the most respectful way possible. Most respectful way possible. Kayla Harrison on the feet is slow, dude. Like, Vieira, I think, will eat her up striking. But the problem is, you get fearful because you say, I can't sit down on my shot because she's going to blast double me, pick me up over her shoulder, and dump me on the ground, and then just put you in a pretzel. You know what I mean? Kayla Harrison, when she gets in her bag, when she gets the fight to the ground, is very dangerous. But Ketlen Vieira, if I'm not mistaken, judo black belt, jiu-jitsu black belt, right? Like, very skilled, can hold her own. But Kayla Harrison just has a domination, has an overpowering effect that's just different, if you will. So I guess the question that I have here, man, is how long does it take for Kayla Harrison to get the fight down? Just like what happens if Kayla Harrison goes a full round 1 and cannot get this fight to the mat?
It's going to be a long night, especially at elevation, Derek, with all those takedown attempts, getting stuffed, right, or just missing out in general. You were saying, respectfully, of course, as always, you were saying slow. I attributed it as blocking or blocky, right? She's very blocky in the way she comes out. It looks strenuous, right? It doesn't look fluid. It doesn't look smooth. She's really blocky. She goes in, but once she gets to her bag, like you said, this fight hits the ground. It's going to be a disaster or maybe not a disaster, because even then, Ketlen Vieira has a lot of skills right there too. I just think the control of Harrison is something else that is unmatched in the division, and not many girls have felt that yet. So I think that's a big problem right here. Yeah. But, I mean, Ketlen Vieira put some work in, and it does get past that, like I said, minute and a half. Kayla Harrison maybe she gets one takedown the entire fight. We're looking at a massive upset right here.
I'm looking for Ketlen Vieira. Crush space, land the big right hand. You got a speed advantage, and if there's one thing that I'm going to beg her to stay away from to see this be a competitive fight, is don't take the approach that I feel like all of women's MMA take. Don't try to cage wrestle. Stop. Don't clinch her up. Don't put her against the cage because she's a judo phenom and is going to hip toss you and do all types of craziness to you. I feel like that's always what it is. I'm going to control them. That's what Holly Holm's approach. That's why it was such an easy fight. Holly Holm said, I'm going to do what I do to everybody, put her up against the cage, mitigate. He got taken down, and things got ugly really fast. For Kayla Harrison, on that end, I think it's pretty simple, man. Limit your time on the feet and strike to clinch. That's it. That's all we got for the matchup right here. Juice-wise, AJ, Kayla Harrison, there's really very few ways that you could lock in value unless we could really pinpoint how she's going to finish the fight. But if you're looking at a prop right here, man, submission is a pretty damn good prop to hit, man. She's hitting TKOs, but she's also hitting a lot of those submissions, plus 375 for the sub. I like it. I kind of can see the TKO playing a little bit better, but what do you think?
I see the TKO playing a little bit better on this one, Derek. I'm not sure, or with the skill that Vieira presents in the grappling, I think it's a little too dangerous to be tested in those waters right there. So I can see Harrison trying to stick strictly to the control instead of getting reversed and then just going for the ground and pound.
No, I mean, it sounds pretty on par for Kayla Harrison. This is the big play right here, man. Ketlen Vieira plus 2,000 TKO. I'm riding it. I don't give a damn. I'll take that all day long. I'm dropping a quick $5 on there, win or lose, just so I can feel something. AJ, I just want to feel something one time. You feel me? Tell me what you make of it. Am I a madman?
You might be a madman, Derek, but you're not incorrect on this one. Absolutely. Throw a little something, throw a little cash on that. Plus 2,000 for the underdog right here. Throw a little something on it because that is her best way to win, especially if this gets a little bit longer in the fight. We see Kayla Harrison get a little slow, get a little blocky, like we were saying. That's when Ketlen Vieira can put some work in, put some combos, and strike from the outside.
Some would say this is going to be the most overlooked live dog that we've seen in quite some time. So I'll just say that Kayla Harrison, she's been dominating too much for us to bet against her, against Ketlen Vieira, who we've seen have up and down performances against none other than Raquel Pennington, Yana Santos, Irene Aldana, right? Kayla Harrison, a specialist at what she does. That's the pick.